Hello there! My name is Galia and today is my first time participating in a very special project. It's called the Care Collab series, and I usually do my videos in Bulgarian language since I'm from Bulgaria, and I try to promote orchids and the Bulgarian orchid community. However, today things are a bit different. This care collaboration that I'll be joining today for the first time is actually the idea of the orchids dedicated channel called Ninja's Orchids. It's the person behind this is Nina from Ninja Orchids, and basically what happens is that on the very same day many YouTubers who grow orchids and have channels that are dedicated to orchids join together and they post a video about how they care for a specific type of orchid. Since there are many people from different countries and different languages, I'll be moving to a more universal language today, that would be English, but I will also be adding Bulgarian subtitles, so people from Bulgaria can choose whether they would like to listen to or also watch with subtitles. So the topic of today's Care Collab video is Renanthera monachica and its primary hybrids. What I do have are these guys here. I'll be talking about them later. Not really pure monachica, these are primary hybrids, but before that let me tell you about who else will be participating in this Care Collab today. The other channels that will also post videos today, I'll be listing their names on the screen of this video, and I will also add links to their respective videos in the description of this one. So you can check it, you can click on any of the videos, and if you feel like my conditions or the way I care for these types of orchids doesn't suit you or your growing conditions, you can check the other links and maybe you will find something which is more in line with your conditions and your care. But before that, so you know who you can check, sorry, I have a book, I don't remember the names, but I'll try to change that in the future. So the channels that will be posting videos today on the same topic, the Care Collab channels that are joining today are Up Orchids, Gabrielle Carson, Petals, Sepals and Spines, Chlorophyll is the New Black, Dee Dee Blooms, and finally Ninja Orchids. So you can check their videos, there will be links in the description of this one. And I will be now moving on to tell you about how I care for these two guys here, like I said. So these are the first one, whoops, not in bloom, but I will be showing pictures with blooms, don't worry. So the first one is Renanthera imschootiana. I don't know if you can see that. This is Renanthera imschootiana crossed with monachica and then back crossed again with monachica. So this is in effect 75% Renanthera monachica. I had this plant in bloom, so I'll be showing you footage of the flowers. And the other one that here you can see, so I don't know if it can focus. Anyway, so this is Renanthera monachica crossed with Ascocentrum curvifolium, which I believe is currently a Vanda. So the registered name of this hybrid is Renantanda Stevie Boy. I haven't had this one in bloom. I bought it, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. So it hasn't bloomed for me yet, but hopefully someday. Anyway, I'll be switching off the camera and I will tell you more about these two handsome boys here. Alrighty guys, so this is the first plant I would like to share some information about, but before I start, just a couple of words about Renantheras in general. So these are monopodial orchids, which means that they have one main point of growth, which is over here, that's stem, and they put out leaves on the sides. They do not have these like cattleyas or oncidiums. They don't have a structure that leans to the side, growing new structures, new pseudobulbs. Rather, similar to Vandas and similar to Phalaenopsis, they have one point of growth, and they potentially can grow indefinitely upwards from that point of growth here indefinitely, if something doesn't happen and they don't die. Like Vandas, like Vandaceous orchids in general, Renantheras prefer warmer temperatures and bright light. Usually Renantheras are quite tall. They can become very tall. However, that doesn't apply to all of them. Precisely, Renanthera monachica is very short, and what you see here, my hybrid, which is Renanthera imschootiana crossed with monachica, back crossed with monachica again, is actually the monachica is the short species, and the imschootiana actually gets very big. Also, the monachica is a warm grower. It prefers high temperatures. However, the imschootiana is more of a moderate. It prefers moderate temperatures. And also, in order to bloom, they prefer just a little bit of a drop in temperatures. So what I would say is that probably my hybrid is more tolerant to lower temperatures compared to the pure monachica. And this brings us to my conditions where I grow this orchid, and I grow it inside my apartment in Bulgaria, in moderate continental climate. We have 4 distinct seasons. Currently it's winter here. It was snowing the other day. Otherwise I would have shot the video outside probably to get more light. But this means lower temperatures, and this also means not too much light in the winter. We have shorter days. So I grow it inside the apartment where it is warm. It's eastern exposure, and I've removed all curtains, so because of the plants. So what I have is quite bright windows with lots of light. Also, I don't have humidifiers, fans, lights, something like that. My apartment is very bright. It's very warm. Winter, summer, it's very warm. In the winter it's okay, but in the summer it gets hot. And I grow this plant as close to the window as possible. And when I had it in bloom, it was basically just sitting on the window, touching the glass, so it had a very bright location. I had to move it a bit further from the window, and as a result it hasn't bloomed. So what I know that I need to change is that I have to give it more light, because it doesn't get sufficient light at the moment. Also, what I did previous summers was I would take it outside on the balcony in the summer, and probably this was also one of the reasons why it actually bloomed, because it got more light, and it also benefited from the drop in temperatures during the night. So I guess that was the reason why it bloomed then, and I guess not enough light is the reason why it doesn't bloom. It hasn't bloomed in the past 1.5 years actually. So if you can give it as much light as possible. I would guess it would like it. Something else that I messed up maybe is that I had it potted in bark. And it was fine, but I had to repot because the previous pot was very small. So I repotted, and since I don't have high humidity, my humidity is around 30-50%. So the way to provide more humidity is to add some sphagnum moss in the potting medium. So I started doing that, and when I repotted, I added sphagnum. However, to be honest, I believe the pure bark media was better. The plant felt better and it was growing faster. It's a very slow grower in general, at least the plant that I have. So yeah, another tip would be that maybe not too much sphagnum moss is a better option. Anyway, it is what it is for now. I might repot it sometime when I see new roots sprouting. So basically these are the ups and downs of this orchid that I have. And that was pretty much everything about this guy here. So I will be moving on to the other one. And now let's move on to the second participant in this Care collab series. And this is Renanthera monachica crossed with Vanda curvifolia, or also known as Renantanda Stevie Boy. If it is possible, I will add a photo of this hybrid that a friend of mine had in bloom, and her name is Sveti, and I will add a link to her channel as well in the description of this video. So about this plant, it is taller than the other one as mentioned previously, and as you can see, it is also potted in the same manner that I potted the other one, but the sphagnum is less compared to the other one, and I think that was a good choice. Also, when I repotted it, I received this plant a couple of months ago, maybe 3-4 months, I'm not really sure, but I haven't had it for long and it hasn't bloomed for me yet. It's a blooming size plant. As you can see, this is an old spike here. But anyway, what I did when I bought it, I decided to pot it. It was in this basket only, bare root. It has some tiny piece of styrofoam here beneath the base of the plant, and that was basically everything. So I just took it as it is and put it in this pot. And I think it actually likes it because this is the new root here. So this looks like a good root to me. So I guess the plant is liking the media, unlike the other one I showed you. And it is growing quite well and quite fast, especially compared to the other one, because I think for several months I have maybe these two leaves and maybe a third, I'm not sure, but I can see a difference since the time I bought it. So it is growing well. Again, potted because I have very low humidity, especially for vivacious orchids. 30-50% humidity is not great for these types of plants, and also maybe there are many other ways to grow them, but I don't like watering, really. I have many orchids, and there is not a force in the world that will make me water my plants more often than once a week, or maybe once every 10 days, and in the winter once every 2 weeks. So I do need medium that will retain more moisture, because if I leave this plant bare root or if it's in a more in less water retentive media, what will happen is I will have to water it more often, and I just won't do it. I know myself. So I really need this potting media to compensate for my lack of watering and for my lack of high humidity. And this is pretty much it about this plant. This was everything that I had to share with you today. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video, and if you're someone out there who is growing orchids, and if you like this Care Collab series, and if you'd like to join in, please absolutely feel free to do so. You can contact me, just send me a message, just comment below this video or any other videos on my channel, and we can get things going. Thank you again. This was everything. Bye bye.